Today, we're getting into something really practical. It sort of touches on both language learning and, well, life skills.
We've been looking at this great YouTube resource.
Exactly. It's packed with common English questions and answers.
And the sheer utility, it's not abstract grammar. It's the actual words you need day to day.
That's the goal here. We want to pull out phrases you can use, like, immediately. For everyday stuff, yes, but also just to feel a bit more prepared when you're interacting with English speakers.
Building that basic communication toolkit.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's more than just, ordering a coffee, although that's useful too.
Sure is.
We're thinking about how these basic phrases can really help you out in unfamiliar places, maybe even tricky situations.
Definitely. Like, imagine you're traveling, need directions. Or maybe someone right in your own town needs help, and English is their main language. Knowing these simple bits can just smooth things over. We'll even touch on some phrases that might seem a bit dramatic, but could be genuinely useful if you got separated or needed help urgently.
It does make you think, doesn't it, how language fits into our general preparedness.
Right.
We think about, like, first aid kits, emergency water, but clear communication. That can be just as vital sometimes.
Okay, so let's dive right in. The basics first. The video kicks off with exchanging personal info.
The standards.
Yeah, like, how old are you? Answer, I am 34 years old. Or, where do you live?
I live in Los Angeles, that sort of thing.
Seems simple, but why start there? Why are these so key?
Well, they're just the absolute bedrock, aren't they? For introductions, any initial chat, networking, meeting new folks, even just filling out a form somewhere, you need to be able to ask and answer these clearly. It's about making that basic connection.
Right. And then professions. What is your profession? Answer, I'm a doctor. Again, seems straightforward.
But think about context. Maybe you need help from someone specific, like a doctor. Understanding their role, stating your own if it's relevant. It just makes communication much more efficient, especially if things are a bit stressed.
Makes sense. Then the video gets into preferences, hobbies, stuff like, what do you want to eat?
I want to eat pizza. Classic.
Or, do you like to travel? Yes, I like to travel. And what is your hobby? My hobby is photography. This feels more social, right?
Totally. This is how we build rapport, find common ground.
Yeah.
Chatting about food, travel, what you like to do. It lets you connect with people on a more personal level. So many conversations start just like this.
Okay, now this next one feels really, really essential. The video includes, can you help me?
So important.
And the reply is, sure, I can help you. Or maybe, actually, I need your help. There's just so much packed into that simple request.
What I like about can you help me is how direct it is. In a lot of situations, especially if you're short on time, you need that clarity. And just hearing, sure, I can help you, can be such a relief. Builds instant trust almost.
Yeah, definitely. Building on that, we get into what we're kind of calling survival phrases. Hopefully you won't need these often, but
better to know them.
Right. Questions like, do you have any food or water? Answer, I have some water. Or, can you start a fire?
And the realistic answer, I'm not sure, but we can try.
And the really direct one, are you hurt? Answer, no, I'm not hurt.
These just hit on basic human needs, immediate safety checks.
Yeah.
Even outside of like a wilderness survival thing, imagine someone just ran out of water on a hot day or tripped and fell. Being able to ask these basic things is key.
And notice how direct they are.
Exactly. In critical moments, you don't want ambiguity. Every word counts.
Okay, the video also gets into navigation, finding your way. Questions like, do you know the way back?
And the honest answer, not exactly, but I remember some landmarks, which is often the case.
Yeah. Or, are we going in the right direction? I think so, but let's keep checking. And the fundamental, do you have a map? Answer, I don't have a map.
These all highlight just being aware, right?
Yeah.
And knowing how to ask for info when you're unsure.
Whether you're hiking or just lost in a new city.
Exactly. Knowing how to ask lets you take action, stops you getting, well, more lost.
Then there's more direct emergency communication. Is it safe here?
I'm not sure if it's safe. A cautious, necessary answer sometimes.
Sure. Are you hungry? A little? Do we have any food? And this one I thought was brilliant, just pure practicality. What if we find a road?
Follow it. Roads lead to people. Such concise survival logic.
It really is.
And again, in stressful times, getting essential info across quickly, clearly, it's crucial. These show how even basic English helps assess danger, state needs, and give simple, but maybe life-saving advice.
I found this next set really insightful. It focuses on trust. Cooperation.
The human element.
Exactly. Questions like, should we stick together? And the reply, yes, I think it's safer.
Building consensus.
Or, are we going to be okay? With that hopeful, yes, we'll make it through this together.
Reassurance, so important for morale.
And even something as simple as, can you sing a song to cheer us up?
Yeah, with the answer, I can try, let's sing together.
It just shows how language builds solidarity, keeps spirits up, right? Especially when things are tough.
Definitely. It's not just about facts, it's emotional connection too. Communication is so much about that.
And finally, tying right back into that preparedness theme, the video has questions for if you're lost or separated.
Really important ones.
Like, are you alone? Answer, no, I'm not alone. Or, who's with you?
A friend is with me.
And the critical one for any search effort. When did you last see your friend?
I last saw my friend an hour ago. Vital details.
Yeah. If you're interacting with authorities, rescue teams,
Yeah.
being able to give these clear answers is just incredibly important.
It can make a huge difference in how quickly help can be effective.
So wrapping up this deep dive into these everyday English questions and answers, I think the big takeaway for me is just how widely applicable these simple phrases are. They're not just for language learners. They're really a fundamental toolkit for navigating the world. From introductions to potentially critical moments.
Knowing how to ask for help, share basic info, say what you need. These are core life skills. Language is just the tool.
Yeah.
And when you look at all these phrases together, it's fascinating how they reflect universal human needs, isn't it?
How so?
The need to connect, to ask for help, ensure safety, share resources. These are the same everywhere. Language is just how we do it.
That's a great point. And it kind of leads us to a final thought for you, the listener. How might learning just a few basic phrases, maybe in English, maybe in another language you might encounter, how might that open doors for you or just provide a bit more security?
Whether that's in travel, your job, or just unexpected situations close to home.
Yeah, think about the wider idea of being linguistically prepared in this, very interconnected world we live in.
Yeah.
What's one small step you could maybe take today to boost your own preparedness, linguistically or otherwise?
Something to ponder.
Definitely. Ponder that, and we'll catch you next time for another deep dive.